If anybody is nice to any of your kids, you can nominate them to be in a raffle to win $5,000. Just email twistedparenting@aol.com. Change any of the details so that way I can read it. There might be some details that you don't want to, say. Okay, here we go. I nominate Yael Cohn, who runs the Crown Heights Arts Camp. Yael hired our Kip to be a CIT for the 3-year-old bunk. Our Kip arrives at camp every day dressed not in a way most Crown Heights counselors are dressed, along with her flaming teal hair. Teal. And Yael has completely welcomed and embraced her into the camp, no questions asked. Our Kip gets up every morning and is so excited to go to camp and is just thriving this summer, unlike last year where she spent most of her summer in bed. It is people like Yael who are so open and accepting and embracing that help save these kids' lives. Thank you, Yael. The next nomination. One night at 4 a.m., the police knocked on our door to let us know that our Kip's car, which was parked on the street, had just been egged. Chaverim were driving around and observed the vandalism and called the police. I thought the eggs would be easier to clean off of the hood and the roof and the windshield once they froze, but I was wrong, as they did not scrape off easily. We asked our neighbors if perhaps their front door surveillance camera perhaps filmed the event and would aid in identifying the culprit. The father of our neighbor's home decided to take our Kip's car to the car wash. He ran it through the car wash twice and made sure that all the eggs were clean, and he refused to accept any reimbursement, and this was the day before they were making a chasana. Thank you so much to having such sweet and wonderful neighbors that help our Kips feel loved and accepted. I want to move on to their block. I have a friend named Miriam Horowitz. She called me one day and said, I'm home for August and I know that your daughter is getting married in the beginning of September. Since I drive, I'm calling to offer my help with any wedding preps that you may need. So I said, thank you, that's so sweet of you, but I'm all ready, besides for one thing that's impossible for you to help me with. So Miriam said, tell me, what is it? You never know. Well, my daughter Miri doesn't have a gown for her brother's wedding that's in 2 weeks. Okay, sure, I could drive around to any store that she wants and we'll try on gowns. So I said, do you know any stores that are open from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m.? Because that's when she's up and available. Miriam said, I'll try to think of something. 2 days later, Miriam Horowitz walked into my house with 2 gowns that were not too Hasidish looking and yet the right color, and she dropped it off for our Miri to try on. It took a few days for Miri to look at them. One she disliked, but the other one she did like. She tried it on, and it fit her as if it was custom made for her. She looked super and felt really good at the wedding, Baruch Hashem. All because Miriam Horowitz really cared and understood and somehow found a way to make our daughter Miri look and feel beautiful regardless of what stage she was in. Avi, I would like to nominate my sister and brother-in-law as TP heroes. They are always there to back me. They call and text my children in a normal, natural way, and my kids are comfortable with them even though they haven't lived near us for many years. As a parent, it's so hard to go through this journey without family. And unfortunately, many family members don't fully get it. Even though some help and some understand some parts of what we're going through, unconditional understanding and acceptance is greatly needed. My brother-in-law joined my Kip's WhatsApp group and has a nice kesha with him. My sister encourages my kids and boosts them a lot. Their relationship with us and our kids is priceless, and they are being nominated to be in the raffle to become a TP hero. Next, Avi, I would like to nominate my good friend and neighbor, we're not going to say the name, as a TP hero. We were workmates who became neighbors and then close friends. Even though she is currently a TP mom, I began my journey well over a year before her. All my children have always felt comfortable with her, and she has repeatedly gone out of her way to help my Kips and Skips. She found out what my Kips enjoy and happily bakes for them and delivers everything with beautiful notes. She even makes homemade bread. She even asked my Kip's girlfriend what she likes and makes that also, so she feels comfortable as well. When we go on long trips, she packs up individual bags for every single one of my kids with drinks, nosh, and toys, all personalized for taste. It's true. It's unbelievable. Wherever you live, the real estate's going to go up. Everybody needs a neighbor like this. My skips go over to her to eat Shabbos meals sometimes and just to hang out. They feel so good as she understands that they need a break from the Kips. So the siblings go over. Very nice. She's an amazing person who does amazing things to help not only my Kips and Skips, but also her own children's Kip friends. Very, very nice. This past Purim, we had only been in TP a few months and still brand new. But she lives in our neighborhood and came over with 2 huge baskets for my kids and my Kip, filled to the brim with delicious nosh and toys and goodies galore. They were all so excited and so touched, especially because it was from someone that they didn't know, but yet cared about them and wanted to give it to them. It was a small act of kindness from her end, but she won't ever know what effect it had on all of our kids, and especially our Kip, that started the beginning of the process for our Kip to feel comfortable in our neighborhood, to feel comfortable to eventually walk outside. She changed her attitude that everybody in our neighborhood is mean to, some people are mean, but some people are nice. And for that, we can never forget. And we nominate this person who's a TP mom to be our TP hero. $5,000. Excellent. Avi, I would like to nominate my sister and brother-in-law as TP heroes. They have always accepted my Kips as normal, quote unquote, normal, and never push, request, or even expect anything in return. My kids feel it, and because my Kips know who really and completely accept them and don't judge them, they are the only family members that my Kips will go out with and spend time with. My brother-in-law went to one of my Kips' concerts and really enjoyed it. My Kip was happy to see that he wasn't faking it. He actually enjoyed being there, watching his nephew doing what he loves to do best. My sister will cook meats and treats for them with no emotional attachments, nothing asked in return, and my Kips appreciate that tons. Definitely TP heroes. And the last one for now, I nominate famous principal Dina Gorkin, Mrs. Dina Gorkin, for the TP Hero nomination. Mrs. Gorkin is the principal of my Kip's school, and this year was a very challenging year for my Kip, who barely went to school. But even under these circumstances, Mrs. G was so understanding, and not only did she let my Kip graduate with her class, but she even asked my kids to make a speech in front of all the parents at the graduation. My Kip. She even asked my Kip to make a speech in front of all the parents at the graduation. I don't know if she will ever understand what she did in the scope of our Kip's journey, but she is saving lives day by day. We know that we have a lot of parents that she's helped and her school. Benos Chomesh. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's see who wins. That's it. Nominate people who are nice to your kids. Kips, or kids, doesn't matter. Anybody that's nice to a Jewish person gets nominated, put in the raffle to win $5,000.